Hello there, Capricorn, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I am going to be doing your weekly tarot reading. This is good for the week of November 22nd until the 28th. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I would really appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. Okay, so we're going to first start off with taking a look at the overall energy with the oracle cards. Let's see what you have coming up on this week. Breathe, serendipity, community, and no place like home. So this is Virgo energy. You might be dealing with a Virgo, but it's an energy of the hermit, kind of taking shelter in your own home and, enjoying just breathing, in the United States, this is for the week of Thanksgiving. And so with community, I feel like you're really just taking a break from life. Capricorn, you have been working so hard. I know that just keeps coming out in your readings about trying to find more balance. And it's like you're almost, I'm not going to say you're taking the whole week off, but it's this energy of just, enjoying family, enjoying time with friends and family. And I feel like, there's just a special little surprise for you by, taking this break. It could be that you, especially with the breathe card, that you kind of like tune back into who you are. Sometimes we need to take a break from life. That's what holidays are all about, right? Is taking a break from our everyday life so that we can just reconnect with who we are and the people that we love in our life. So let's go ahead and take a look at the tarot. We're going to start with your present energy. Let's see what we have here. Page of Cups. Oh, I love this. This is an energy of an apology or just somebody expressing their love. Pages are about messages. So you could be expressing your love to somebody else, or they could be expressing it to you. And once again, I feel like this could be a romantic connection, but I kind of get a sense that it's just the people in your life. It's about expressing how much you love the people in your life, and also letting them, express their love to you. Sometimes it's hard to get into that receiving mode, allowing people to express their love to us and really genuinely taking it in. And with the serendipity, I feel like you might just have somebody out of the blue that you're not really expecting, that really expresses not just their love, but their really deep, genuine caring and love for you. Really lovely energy. Okay, so let's see what your obstacle is. 3 of Pentacles. You're having a hard time getting people to come together. So, once again, going back to the Thanksgiving thing, right? It's this energy of, can I get everybody to sit down at the same table and not throw food at each other? Holiday time with family can be so special, right? But there's always, in the back of your mind that tension that could happen, right? Where the conversation turns to something that people have polar opinions about. And then it's, oh, please, can we just not talk about that? Just, can we just be together today? I feel like that's how you feel. This energy of, I just want everybody to get along, and possibly kind of worrying about it. Oh, this dropped out, so I'm going to take this. 9 of Pentacles. This is an energy of being independent and wanting freedom. And it's almost as if you may be not wanting to join in with the fun and merriment. And that could be with family or friends, any kind of connection here. It's kind of like, no, I think I'll kind of, it's not that you won't be there. You don't really totally want to not participate, but it's almost, I'm getting a sense of, because this is your obstacle, kind of like that wallflower type of energy. I'll be there, but I'm just going to sit over here. Okay, so what you need to know is, this is your advice, 3 of Swords. You could be having to deal with some sadness. Once again, holidays can be a difficult time when we are separated from someone we love, or someone, over the past year has passed away or something, missing. I feel like you're missing either a specific person, or you're missing the merriment of old times. It could be for some of you that maybe your children have kind of grown up, they're more adults, and not everybody's going to be home for the holiday. Or it could be this energy of, I wish we could be a family. Like if your family has gone through, maybe a divorce, or somebody has moved far away. It's like, oh, I wish we could all be together. Almost a sense of nostalgia I get with this, more than a total broken heart. It's kind of like grieving the way a holiday used to be and isn't anymore. If you kind of get, it's a little bit a nostalgic, but a sad nostalgia. Like, oh, I miss the good old days. Okay, so let's see what what the outcome is. King of Wands. I feel like you may be stepping into your energy of trying to get the community, the family, the social circle, whatever this is, friends or something, kind of like trying to be a leader and trying to, recognize that things aren't the same as they used to be. And yet at the same time, being really passionate about, okay, things aren't the way that they used to be. Let's get a new start. And it's like, trying to bring in new traditions to, a holiday situation. Really lovely. Six of Pentacles. I feel like this is something that you've been kind of like milling around in your head, like how can I get, everybody to get along? How can we, choose new traditions, or, something like that. I think it is funny because I feel like a lot of times as families age, my children always used to say, like, how many more years do I have to sit at the kids' table at Thanksgiving, right? They'd be in college and they'd be still at the kids' table. And it's like, well, there's not quite enough room at the adult table yet, that type of energy. It's like trying to, I don't know, get it all to work, to have everybody be happy with the situation. Okay, let's go clarify. So with the Page of Cups, wow, nice. Knight of Cups, yeah, somebody is expressing their love, or you may be expressing your love. There's a message here. There's communication. There's lots of victory. I feel like you're kind of stepping back into your power, Capricorn. Like this energy could be somebody that, you have missed. You could be separated from this person, or this could be somebody that's calling to say, hey, I'd really like to come home for Thanksgiving. It's this energy of just putting out all of this love, like an exchange of love, not, we have the Six of Pentacles underneath, like a balanced amount of love, expressing love, and also receiving love. And I love that we have the Page of Cups and we have the Knight of Cups. This is somebody that you already know, especially with the Knight of Cups. It's not a new person. This, if it was the Ace of Cups, then I'd say it's new. This is definitely an old energy, and it does not have to be romantic, but it can be. But it's somebody that I feel, not that you haven't talked to, but you've just kind of like maybe gone your own ways, or you're just not as close as you used to be. Something like that. There's an expression of love here of, hey, can I come home for Thanksgiving? It's that type of energy. Okay, so let's see what your area of resistance or your obstacle is. Yeah, you kind of been waiting. You've had had to have a lot of patience in this situation. But look at this. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming out again. So we have it in both decks. The Nine of Pentacles is about your independence and freedom. I'm getting the sense, Capricorn, that what you may need to do, you may be, you're undecided. There's something that's making you sad, and you're kind of undecided about it. I think there's two scenarios that I can see here. There is something from the past that you are truly missing, whether a person, the way you used to celebrate Thanksgiving, or the way you used to do something. We also have Christmas, and the lots of holidays and in December coming up. So it's this energy of really missing somebody or the way things used to be. And what this is telling me is that it's kind of time for you to start your own traditions, your own way of doing things, like breaking from the old traditions and stepping into an energy of let's do this a new way. So I'll give you an example. I have 3 adult children, and we got to the point where it was, they would come home for Thanksgiving or Christmas or a holiday or whatever. They would come home and it was like, okay, it's not the same as it was when they were little. When they were little, maybe, I don't know, they love to play board games, so we would spend a lot of time playing board games or being silly and that type of thing. But then when they got to become adults, it was kind of like everybody had different eating habits, and Thanksgiving became kind of a hectic, tension-filled type of energy, because we had some people that didn't want any animal fat or any animal meat. We had other people that wanted different things. It was just like, okay, everybody's kind of become independent. Everybody's an adult. They have their own ways of wanting things in their life. And it was kind of like, well, we can't really celebrate the same way that we used to celebrate. And so we decided that, in a lot of towns have those turkey runs on Thanksgiving morning. And we were like, that's a great way for us to spend Thanksgiving together. We're outside because we all love to be outside. My 2 sons love dressing up, so they would dress up like turkeys because a lot of people do that in the runs. But it became like a new family tradition. We changed the old sitting in front of the TV watching, the Thanksgiving Day parade and football and all of that, and we changed it to something that was more in tune with how they had become individuals and adults. And it's lovely. It's truly lovely, because it's not like we're trying to recreate something from their childhood. What we've done is transitioned and brought in some of the things that they enjoy doing now as adults and brought them into that holiday. And I think that might be your obstacle, Capricorn, is that you're trying to keep something from the past alive. But the people have become independent and free in their own rights, okay? Or you have become independent and free. You could be, say you're, a young adult, say you're like in your 20s, or maybe you're even, in your 30s, and you have your own family, and you're kind of like, your family is like, hey, you have to come home for Thanksgiving. And you're kind of like, you know what? We want to start our own traditions. Or I really want to go on a trip because I get that week off of work, and I really want to go, I don't know, somewhere tropical. It's that energy of wanting, trying to bridge tradition and also where you are in your life today. Sometimes we have to just let go of tradition and realize that we have changed as people and we don't have to keep everything exactly the same. Yeah. So with Knight of Cups, once again, there's lots of love. I feel like if somebody is kind of like saying they don't want to come home, or if they do want to come home and you're worried about the tension, I think what you need to know is that there is so much love in the situation. I think it just really means, oh yeah, oh my goodness. And then we have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups underneath that. And then the Fool. See, it's about, you know, holding on. It's almost like you love the old way that things were so much that you're not willing to kind of like step onto this new path and realize that it's just time to try some new things. You know, even if they don't all work, you know, it's time to try some new things. I mean, for my family, you know, we started the turkey runs on Thanksgiving, I think about 10 years ago. And now it's just kind of like the highlight, you know, of our Thanksgiving together, you know. And sure, there's always somebody that's griping about how early we have to wake up or something like that, or how cold it is, right? But it's also this thing about we're all doing it together, and none of us are big runners, you know. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's almost like, you know, having company in the misery of it, but you get there and then, you know, all the people are there and it's just a really fun event. And it's usually, you know, a charity cause, so that makes you feel good. Um, so anyway, I think that it's about leaving something behind, you know, that you wanted to keep forever, but it's causing chaos in your life. It's causing conflict among your among your family or your soul tribe, or even, you know, even your friends. Like if you get together with your friends and you're kind of sad about it, but I think that the message here is that it's just time to change. It's just time to look for new ways. And I think that once you recognize that, Capricorn, you step into this King of Wands energy about, hey, okay, I'm ready to find, you know, the new thing for us to do. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups again. So much love in this situation. And once again, I feel like if it's, you know, a romantic connection, it's that same type of energy about it's time to change up something. Someone in the connection is just trying to hold on to something old, and it's just like time to change it up. For some of you, if you have come into a new romantic relationship and this is like your first holiday season together, it's that energy of, yeah, you can't have everything the way you normally have it, because they also have their traditions and they want some of their traditions. And you have to be flexible, you know. You have to protect what it is that's really at your core. Like, choose one thing, you know, that you just absolutely have to have. I know when my son became a vegetarian, he you know, he loved all the sides at Thanksgiving, but one of his favorite things is mashed potatoes and gravy. And, you know, I make a really good turkey gravy, you know, brown gravy. And he was like, yeah, I can't have that. You know, I don't, you know, it has turkey drippings in it. So I went to great lengths to make him his own separate gravy, right? That was free of any animal products in it. Because it was important to him, right? Some people would have said, well, if you don't like the gravy on the table, then just don't eat gravy. But I wanted to express my love to him. It was important for me to make him feel loved at Thanksgiving, to have his own gravy, and he did love it, you know. He was like very happy, very happy, and I was happy, he was happy. So it's about, you know, getting inspirational, passionate about what is it that's really important. You know, if somebody has something that is really important to them, how can you include that in your family get-togethers or friend get-togethers? It's about realizing that it's more than just holding on to the traditions, that you can walk away from something that you've been holding on to for a very long time towards something that will even bring you more joy, right? And then look at this. It's a true soulmate connection. Whether this is romantic or family, I really get a sense of family, but I do think that for some of you, it could be a romantic tradition. It's just about, okay, what are the things that you really, really enjoy about, your holidays or special events? This could be, we have a whole holiday season coming up. So it's about choosing what is it that you really want to protect. What are you willing to say, no, I'm not changing my mind about this one thing. I'll let you change the rest of everything else, but I have to have this one thing, homemade cranberry sauce, whatever it is. It's about holding on to the a couple of things, but be willing to change some of the other things so that you can continue to move on as a happy community, right? And keep new traditions coming in. Okay, so let's see. External validation, the edge of evolution feels messy and cozy up with risk. Overrate your intuition. Yeah, I think your intuition is telling you it's kind of time. We've got to make some changes here. Evolution is messy, right? Because you have to have some of those conversations, that sometimes are kind of like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? You really want to do that? But it's just kind of like being open and honest and allowing people to share their ideas, and realizing that, you don't have to do your holidays like everybody else or like society tells you to do. External validation. You get to choose. You're a loving group. There's so much love in this situation. It's about what is it that we want to do, and cozying up with risk, realizing that we can try some new things, okay? The first time that we did the turkey run, oh my goodness, I was not, it was my idea. I had signed us all up for it. I had gotten costumes for everybody to wear. And I was just like, I don't know, because it was just so different, right? And, people weren't able to just sit around in the morning and drink their coffee and eat sweet rolls. Here we were, rolling out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning to go on a run. And yet it ended up just being a wonderful new family tradition. So you have to be willing to risk it, to think outside of the box and to say, you know what, it's okay. We can try something new. And if it doesn't work, that's okay too. The next year we'll do something different. So anyway, well, Capricorn, this was kind of a very nice reading. And I'm going to say, I just feel so much love in this situation. So not to worry, just stay in your heart space, stay really open. And, be just open to the change, to the ideas that others may have in this situation too. Well, I wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And if you have resonated with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.